Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do palette bingo with the Nomad Cosmetics Provence palette. Okay, so if you haven't seen this palette before, this is front bit, this is the inside. So I'm gonna do a random number generator to choose 5 shades that I can use. So I have on here, I've got it set between numbers 1 and 15 because there's 15 shades. So first number will be 2. So the first shade is Kylie, I believe it's called. So this one here. Next one is shade 9. Ooh, okay, so we've got Savon de... It had to be a palette that I can't pronounce things. Savon de Marciel, I think. This shade here, so this purple shimmer. And then shade 3. Shade 12. Ooh, this is working out well so far. So this one is Macarons. Ooh, okay. I can deal with this so far. So that's 3 shades, so another 2 shades. Shade 10. So it's another shimmer. So it's the Bouche de Rhône. I don't know. That. Shade 6. Another shimmer. Oh no, I've only got 2 mattes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can deal with this. So, Fleur à Corset, or Corset, I don't know, for this one here, which, you know what, it's a nice bright shade, so that could work. Let's have a wee swatch of all the shades together. Let's just swatch them on my hand. So this is all of the shades. So we're definitely going to be doing this shade blended out by this shade. I know that. And then we'll have this one on the brow bone and the inner corner. And then I'll probably do these 2 on the lid. It's going to be quite simple actually. I was hoping for a deeper shade, but I think we can work this. We can make this work. Okay, so I'm going to pop some of my P. Louise base on my lids. I've already done my base face today because I figured I wouldn't be doing some mental crazy look today, hopefully, that required me to, you know, do lots of things all over my face. I'm just keeping it simple to the eyes. And I'm quite happy to be using some Nomad today because it's been quite a while. I have quite a few in my collection actually. I've got a bunch of them sitting there. I don't have much of the newer ones though. I've just not, you know, been able to purchase them, but yeah, this one is going to be getting remade soon as well, apparently. It's getting relaunched. I don't know if they're going to be like changing the formula and stuff, but yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Peeling out the Attitude brushes today because they never do me wrong. I'm going to start off with the shade Macarons, which was the deepest shade that I got, deepest matte shade. I think I'm going to go for like a halo-y, spotlight-y kind of situation. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah. So I'm going to go on the inner and the outer corner with this deeper shade. To be fair, I got really lucky with these choices. As much as I would have loved like the deepest shade in the palette, because I do like a bit of depth, I'm still quite happy with these choices. And it's made for quite a simple look. One that I can easily come up with. The pigment on these are amazing. Like, I've never been disappointed with a Nomad palette. So like I said, I'm quite happy that I'm getting to dip into Nomad today. I couldn't choose what I wanted, so I just put in my chat and asked, you know, what are people feeling? And I wasn't sure about doing like an old palette or a newer palette, because I know people on YouTube prefer you to use stuff that's relevant, and this kind of is because it's getting you know, remade, hopefully. But yeah, I love like using what I have. It's something that I've been doing a lot over on my TikTok. I started a series called Buy Brand, and I'm going through each of the brands that I own and every palette that I have from them, and just doing a look with every single one. So at the moment I'm doing Artitude, and then I'm moving on to Cosmic. Because I've only got one shade to be able to blend this out, I'm going to take a brush with no pigment on it and just blend out the edge so that it just makes it a bit easier to blend. Have you tried Nomad before? Do you have this palette? I'd love to see what looks you've done with it. I think I've only used this once because I do find it hard to use my palettes multiple times, hence doing the series, like using them all, because I've got so many. So yeah. I'm looking forward to when I get to Nomad on that series. Now I'm going to take the lightest matte shade, which is this one, and a bit of a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to blend out that edge. And try not to let it get too blown out, but you know, these things happen. Okay, so what I do all the time is I go between the shades that I used for the blend again and just reintroduce them and make sure I'm happy with what's going on. So I'm just going in with that first shade again. Well, this look is going to be done a lot quicker than I expected. I might add in some other little details, maybe some liner or some gems. I did ask if that was allowed because I wanted to double check I was doing it right, because I know people can be very stickler on the rules. Can't even talk. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the purple shimmer. I'm going to take that and sandwich it at the edges of the other colours. And I'm going to have it just go straight up. I'm not going to close it over. Then I'll take the blue shade, which is this one, the blue shimmer, and I'm going to put that up the centre. Is this what you would have done if you got these shades, or what would you have done differently? Still got one more shade to use, but I've already said what I'm going to do with that. I'm going a bit more light-handed at the top part here and just kind of making the sparkle go upwards. You know me, you know I love a bit of sparkle. I'm going to go in with my finger just to get full impact on top. Oh no, I have pigment on my face. I forgot that I had my base face on. Oh no. I'm gonna have to fix that. Bit of the purple. And I want to kind of round it off a little bit more, so it's not just lines. It's been so long since I've done a palette bingo, and I don't know why I stopped doing them. This was quite fun. There we are. What do we think to that? I'm now gonna use the pinky shimmer. Let's pop some of this on brow bone, That looks quite cute. And on the inner corner, again, that looks quite cute. I like that. I'm a little sad I didn't get my favourite shade in the palette. I keep looking at it like, I really want to use you. But that is not for today, and that is this shade here. It's just so pretty. But I will not be tempted into cheating. Right, let's get all of the glitter off my face. Actually I need to do the under eye as well. So I think what I'll do is kind of mirror what's above. So we'll take that deeper red, go here and there, and then the lighter shade, matte shade, just blend that one out. Purple shim shim. I'll go inner and outer again, just like the top. And then the blue on the center. Okay, so because this was such a simple look and I got really lucky with the numbers, I'm going to add a little bit of detail with some water activated liners just to make it a bit more jazzed up. So what I've decided I'm going to add is these little sunflower pots that are on the cover. I'm going to add them. There you go, I'll bring you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Very light. There we go. I'm just going to try and duplicate that on the other eye and I will be back with the finished look. Okay, so that is the look finished. How do you think it turned out? I really like it. I think it's really cute and pretty, and it's not one that I would have thought of had I not been given those shades, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't have thought, you know what, I'm going to do a purple, blue and reddy pink look today. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I like it, and I like the little details that I added as well. So yeah, I added in the waterline the shade Sunny Side from from the colour case, and the lipstick is Clarice from Cosmic Beauty, and lashes are also Cosmic Beauty in the style Megan. And yeah, that's it done. I'm so happy that I got to play around with the Nomad palette again. It's been so long because I'm always either getting new palettes in or I'm focusing on certain things I don't always get round to using all of my palettes that often, so I'm so excited that I got to use this, and it's making me really excited for when I get to Nomad on my by brand series. But if you do want to keep up with the by brand series, make sure that you follow me both on Instagram and TikTok, because that's where it all gets posted. Instagram gets all of the photos and the videos, and TikTok gets the lives and the videos. So yeah, you want to be following me on both of those, and don't forget to subscribe here, that would be amazing. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Bye!